Alright, so the next one I want to talk about is Katy Perry's Woman's World music video, which I already did an astrosymbolic analysis of in this video right here. So if you go to my backup channel, Brother Dana, and click on the videos tab, just look for this video right here and watch that one first. Otherwise, some of the stuff I'm going to talk about next might not make much sense. So the last part of that astrosymbolism analysis was where Katy Perry grabs the Venus selfie camera light and she takes off in this helicopter. And when she's, when the helicopter is going up, she's basically hanging off of it and she has her arm up in the air holding that Venus symbol. And that's a really obvious imitation of the Virgo pose. So if you see here, the constellation lines of Virgo, it has this arm, I guess the left arm raised like this. So she's basically miming that pose. And she's got the Venus symbol in her hand, and you've got Venus right here adjacent to where the hand would be, the hand of this raised arm of Virgo. And that was on August 23rd. So I thought that that was the last time marker in the astrosymbolism layer of this video, but it's also possible that there is some more information. If you go a little bit earlier in the music video, right after where she inflates herself, when she's lying on the beach, they have her walking down the street here, and it's like the scenes of chaos and everything in some city. And it all seems kind of random, but if you pay close attention, this scene is actually very rich with astrosymbolism. And I think what's happening here is this scene is supposed to pick up where the end of the video left off. So at the end of the video where they show Katy Perry taking off in this helicopter, holding up the Venus sign, miming Virgo with Venus, near the raised hand of Virgo, which was on August 23rd. This scene right here, which actually comes before it, because this is more in the middle of the video, is actually supposed to be picking up where that other part left off. Okay, so this is like, let's say August 23rd and onward. And this scene mostly has to do with the sky around, let's just look at it in stellarium. It has to do with this part of the sky here. Okay, so from Gemini to the upper part of Virgo. Okay, so Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And the reason it's showing you that part of the sky is because it's trying to show you the part of the sky where the moon will be moving through prior to the event, right? The event that this entire video is trying to, I guess, describe or warn about. So let's take a look at that. So here's how the scene opens. And so first they show you this pregnant woman. So I think this is showing you the Revelation 12 woman who's pregnant and about to give birth to the man-child. So this is basically just a symbol that represents the event that they're talking about in this scene. Okay, so right here, you see these two young women playing chess or something here. And first of all, notice that they've got these little ears or whatever on their hoodies and that they're facing each other. And if you then look in stellarium, you see that constellations Leo and Cancer are facing each other, just like those two young women. So those two young women are representing Leo and Cancer. And they also had cat ears on their hoodies to reinforce the Leo hint, because Leo constellation artwork has the little ears coming out of the top. And the big confirmation is the fact that you have this woman running in front of them from left to right. See that? That is not at all an accident. That was intentional. The reason they show a woman running is because right in front of Leo in the end of August, mid to end of August, you have Mercury retrograding right in front of Leo. So it's going from left to right, like the woman running in the scene, as you can see here, right? It's going kind of backwards, right? Because that's what a retrograde planetary movement is. And Mercury is the fast planet, so it kind of moves the fastest. So that's why they have the woman running. And that Mercury retrograde ends right at the end of August, so around August 31st, September 1st timeframe. So the next thing they show in the video, they show these two gay guys kissing. So that's just their way of showing you the constellation of Gemini. And I think the only reason they show Gemini is because it's just part of this scene here, this whole part of the sky where you have Leo, and Cancer, also has Virgo here to the left and Gemini to the right. So I think that's really the only reason they show Gemini there. So the next thing is they show this woman here, and she's trying to climb this street lamp. Okay, so here you see more of a close-up of her, and this is really obvious astro symbolism. She's doing the raised arm pose of Virgo there, like we saw earlier with Katy Perry on the helicopter, and right above her is the the light of the street lamp. So what they're showing you there is, I have this set to early September, September 3rd. You can see Virgo right here, constellation, with the left arm raised, and right above the Virgo constellation is the sun. So the sun is what the street lamp right there, the top part represents. So she's Virgo with the arm up, and this with the sun right above Virgo, which happens, pretty much the entire first week of September. It would be, in that, the sun would be in that position there. So yeah, there are a lot of different clues in that scene. They go by really fast, so if you watch that video, you have to really pause it a lot. But basically, they're showing you the area of the sky as it is when the moon will be passing through when the event occurs. And so I guess the question then is, where is the moon in this scene? Where will the moon be when the event occurs? Because they're showing you 4 constellations in this scene: Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. And it takes the moon at least a week to pass through these constellations. So I'm not 100% sure, but I can just make a fair guess. I think this part where these 2 girls are playing chess shows you the position of the moon. Now remember, these 2 young women represent Leo and Cancer constellations. And I think that the fact that this woman here on the left is wearing a top that's black and pants that are white represents the sun meeting the new moon in Leo, right? So the sun would be the white pants and the new moon would be this black top. And yeah, that happens on September 2nd and 3rd. So I think that's potentially the solution to this entire music video. I think they're pointing at that new moon. And a good confirmation for this idea is actually towards the beginning of the video, which I sort of ignored because it really didn't have any astro symbolism in it. And it's just basically Katie and a bunch of other women dancing around in construction outfits, and they're at like a construction site, as you can see here. And I thought it was just kind of like feminist signaling. So it's just a bunch of women dancing around at a construction site. She's got the hammer, American flag bikini top, drill, American flag bikini top. So what are they showing you? It's a construction site, and it's tools, and they're, it's where work is being done, right? At a construction site. So that's labor. And so I think they're showing you Labor Day, and specifically Labor Day in the United States, because she's got the American flag bikini top. So that is September 2nd, which is the date of the new moon, just like the astro symbolism layer revealed to us. So yeah, even apart from the astro symbolism of this music video, they show you up front all this symbolism for, the American Labor Day as the event date, or maybe it's around the American Labor Day, maybe a couple days afterwards, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's hidden by the fact that when most people see this, they just assume that this is just yet more feminist signaling, implying that women make just as good construction workers as men, but that's just a distraction, because what they're really showing you are symbols that have to do with Labor Day, and particularly Labor Day in the United States.